This episode is brought to you by The Rip, only on Netflix.
You know a bit about being on a team and the loyalties that creates.
I sure do, and it is a special thing.
But what if you were on a team of cops and you found a criminal's $20 million stash of untraceable cash? No witnesses, no cameras. You could just take it. Would that test your loyalty?
Nah, come on. You cannot let your teammates down like that. Think of the mistrust that would set into that team unit, okay? 20 million is an awful lot of money, but loyalty has to come into it.
Well, that's the question Matt Damon and Ben Affleck face in Netflix's new movie, The Rip.
How much was the tip that came in? 300 grand. That's a $20 million rip.
Sounds incredible. Like, are they the good guys or the bad guys? And who on the team can they trust?
Exactly. It's an edge-of-the-seat action thriller, and it will keep you guessing till the very end.
Any idea somebody want this money?
$20 million. Where do you want to start?
Can't wait.
Don't miss The Rip, starring Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, only on Netflix from January 16th.
Everybody, welcome to the football fill-in. No Premier League football this weekend, and you know what the best part of all of it was, lads?
Don't say it.
Come on.
Don't say it.
What?
Go on.
What? No VAR.
Oh,
good.
perfect.
You didn't know that was coming, did you?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say magic of the cup.
Mate, I hardly watched any FA Cup football this weekend. And there was a couple on telly that I watched, but you get nothing on BBC anymore. The magic of the cup is gone.
Yeah, it's not on BBC, is it?
It's rubbish. Yeah. It's on TNT now. So, like, that's the beauty of the FA Cup back in the day. Was I remember Spurs beating Forest. Do you remember in the
91
Cup final? Cup final.
Is that when Gaz had got?
Yes, I remember the whole day, like the build-up for it. I remember everything about it. It was incredible. It's not like that anymore. It's not on normal telly.
Genuinely, I don't know if you were the same, but when we were kids, it would be 9 a.m.
9 a.m. That's when it
Start
started.
watching it 9 a.m.
Mate, my son Louis, right? You would imagine kids nowadays would think the FA Cup. Mate, you don't care. He's thinking, well, do you know what? As long as none of my players get injured, none of the Arsenal players get injured for the Premier League, that's all he cares about.
That 9 a.m. was the FA Cup final, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, but still, like that was
But Wrexham,
incredible. Macclesfield, incredible.
is that the biggest FA Cup shock of all time?
Well, they say that it is in terms of distances between the two teams, not sort of logistically, I'm talking like in the leagues. But betting-wise, no, only 10-1 it was. It was only 10-1 for Macclesfield to beat
it's got to be, in terms of the wealth in football, bear in mind Macclesfield went bummed, didn't they? Surely it's got to be up there, isn't it?
Well, I just think because of the level they're now at and the fact that Palace are the holders, I think that's the big thing for me.
It's incredible. So theoretically, then, Macclesfield should go on and win the tournament, really, then, shouldn't they? Do you know 3 people had a bet for Man City to beat Exeter 10-1?
No,
honestly. Yeah, I was in Talk Sport on the way in this morning. He said 3 punters had bets on 10-1. What do you reckon the odds were for 10-1?
275 to 1.
I'd have said 100 to 1.
100 to 1, Watto. Well done. You were betting, man. Well done. 100 to 1.
There was a great picture, I seen it on Instagram, with Traff, with their goalie, I can't remember his name. I mean, what do you say to him?
Horrible,
they just stood there talking at the end of the game, and you're like...
Honestly, it was, that's one of the games that I did watch, actually, and it was just brutal. It's like they just had free reign to attack the back four. So at every goal you watch, honestly, it's just Man City 6v4 virtually every time. Pop-up goal. Pop-up goal.
But the thing is, like, when you're Exeter players and manager, I think the players will be really excited when you get the draw, but the manager and the staff will be quite apprehensive about that.
Without doubt.
For the fans and everything,
without doubt.
But you know that that's a real possibility, and when they get off, they get a head of steam up, and because as soon as it gets to 4 or 5,
naughty.
The mentality for your team is very,
but that
naughty.
is, I mean, occasionally it happens, doesn't it? But then you get the other side of the coin as well, where Macclesfield are in Leamington's league, Ben.
Incredible, isn't it? Mate, it's like
they're in National North.
It's like Leamington doing it.
Well,
they're bottom of the league.
I only believe, like, I used to go to Macclesfield when I worked at Northampton. It used to be a quite nice grass pitch. And I was kind of surprised that they'd gone to the 4 or 5G, whatever it is. but that's a business model so that they can use the pitch every day, rent it out, and all them things. So for the level they're at, it's great. But actually, I think for the mindset of the Palace players, I think that's what stimulated the beginning of the end with it. Because I think if it's a grass pitch, I don't think they do.
Well, Maxfield had obviously all that problem, didn't they, with the new owner coming in and taking over and trying to sell it all off for parts and that basically, and Robbie Savage coming in and blah, 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 blah. But no, it's nice. I was listening to the manager on TalkSport again this morning, actually. He was saying that... who they thinking for the next round, the draws tonight, and I'm thinking maybe they want a team to get through to the next round. He went, Liverpool away. Anfield, we all want to
but that might not happen. Liverpool are at home to Barnsley tonight.
Come
on. Imagine if they got Barnsley away.
It's like all your birthdays come at once, isn't it? Barnsley away.
But can I just say, biggest moment of the weekend was young Sebi Ochoa. 4-minute hat-trick, lads.
What a boy.
4-minute hat-trick for the lad.
He'll never beat it,
Yeah, I don't think he
Have
will.
you timed it? Is it faster than Sadio Mane?
Yeah, I think it was 3:32 or something.
Unlucky,
like that.
Sadio. It's been taken. The crown's been taken, big dog. Right, what should we talk about today, lads? Because we've got a few things, actually, haven't we, to be fair? Because there's quite a bit bubbling away, isn't there?
There's always an undercurrent.
There's always an undercurrent with football, isn't there? There's always something going on. Should we start with Chelsea?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go for Chelsea then. New manager. It's always a bit of a sticky one, isn't it? When the first game is an FA Cup and it's a potential banana skin.
Yeah, Charlton away,
but fairness to them, like, it's comfortable win.
The thing for me is it'll only take a bit of time before we know whether he's actually really earned his stripes to warrant the opportunity.
He's talking well.
But my God, he dresses well, he talks well. You can see why they've given him the opportunity. Now, you need to have a lot of stuff behind the back of that when you're at the training ground and you're talking to the players and you're doing the work. But first impression were very, very positive. They've got Carabao Cup semi-finals this week, haven't they?
Yeah.
And then they're back into the league programme. But he's going to be judged on league performance.
What are you thinking? You had a little then.
Every interview I see, it feels like a bit of waffle.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like, don't get me wrong, he's got to answer the questions and he's in an interview situation, so he has to talk. But it just feels very fashionable.
Yeah.
Everything just feels very fashionable. And he had 78 games at Hull, 63 games at Strasbourg. You look at, like, Man United, and I just feel like a club like Chelsea that are Champions League winners in recent years, World Club champions for what that's worth, I just can't help but feel he's underqualified.
All right, I've got a little bit of insight, right? So when I was younger, I went on loan to Bristol City. Yeah, I didn't play, but I was just like backup goalkeeper. But Liam Rosenior was there at the time. He was only a young kid there, but he was sort of on the fringes of the first team, whatever. And I actually really liked him back then. I remember thinking, you're quite a grown-up lad for your age, to be fair. And that was the only time I've really come across him. I think I've obviously played now and then against him or whatever. But my initial impression was, do you know what? He seemed like he was quite a solid bloke. Do you know what I mean? A solid bloke. And I think to go into Chelsea, you've got to have something about you. You have to have something about you. And that's probably the reason why he's got the job. Will he be a success? God knows. And I don't think anybody can. If anybody sits here and says, yeah, he's going to work, it's going to work, or even, no, it's not going to work, I don't think you can tell.
Yeah, but the other thing is with Chelsea is what is their measure of success?
Exactly.
Like, what is their measure of success?
Carabao Cup semi-finals is a
because
measure
if it's
of
winning
success.
the Premier
If
League,
they win that this season,
he's not going to be
it's a good
successful.
start.
Well, he's not if it's Premier League, but like the other fella won 2 trophies, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, like, surely if you look, and I'm not trying to get onto other teams' debates.
Hold on, quickly. Are they major trophies, by the way? Is a Conference League Cup final a major trophy? Is a Club World Cup a major trophy?
I would say the Club World Cup has become this fashionable item, and I think the name and the title of it, but ultimately the bread and butter is the Premier League and then Champions League.
How do you think football club owners, Todd Bowley, will look at winning the Club World Cup?
Well,
do you think he will place more importance on that than winning a Europa League final or an FA Cup final?
Todd Bowley, yes, because of the money involved.
Do you think so?
Yeah, 100%. Because
Do you think that will let him give the manager a bit more credit in the bank then?
Well, probably not, because look at what's happened with Maresca. So you look at what's happened with Maresca and you'd have to say no. But the Europa Conference League, and this is meant with the greatest respect, for West Ham, it is a major trophy.
Yes.
For Chelsea,
It's not.
It isn't. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think it has to be representative of the money that they have spent. I mean, they have got a phenomenal amount of talent in the building. So they've virtually got 2 first teams, haven't they?
Yeah.
So if you're manager of that team, you're expected to go deep in all competitions and still get minimum is top 4 or top 5 in the
Which he did,
Premier
which
League.
Maresca did last year, didn't
Which
he?
Maresca did last year. Maresca kind of talked himself out of a job, to be honest with you. I think it's becoming the fashionable way of doing it. Amorim at United talked himself out of a job. I think all you have to do now is kick off behind the scenes, kick off in a press conference.
But is that because, Fozzie, do you think that's because these managers, Maresca, Amorim, they've been given great opportunities and Maresca has come in and done well, but then the ego goes, I'm the head coach, but I want to be the manager. Like, I want to run this football club.
I don't know if that's what it is. I think they get to a point where they think, do you know what? I've done an all right job. I can still go and get another job. And so I'm going to just put it out there now. I've been battling so hard.
What for?
So Amorim and Maresca probably, they've been getting so much abuse now for a little while, haven't they? Amorim particularly. And I think he's got to the point where he's banged his head against the wall so much and he's saying, do you know what? For me to actually turn this ship around, I don't know if it's going to be possible. I don't know if it's going to be possible. So I am just going to go out on my sword now. I'm going to go say things behind the scenes. I'm going to say things in the press, right? And if they don't like it and they get rid of me, do you know what? I'll get a big old payoff and I can go and walk into another job because his stock is still quite high, isn't it? Amorim's still quite high. Maresca's still quite high,
but
isn't
they at least have been sensible, Man United. They gave him a 3-year contract. He's got 18 months to run. My question to you would be, if you were in that Chelsea starting 11 or you're a big player in that dressing room and you see Maresca's gone, who the players seem to like, and you go with a Rosenior, right or wrong, whatever, that's only time going to tell. But they've given him a 6-year deal. When he walks in, what's your thoughts?
You know what, right? Football clubs where the owner has too much of a say, is too involved, I don't think it works because the players see that. The players are so aware of it, right? When a manager is the guy that is in charge of everything, he's the one who disciplines, he's the one that gives contracts, signs players, everything. He's the one that's in charge of anything. So if somebody messes up, the manager is straight, get in my office now and I'm going to do you. I'm going to do you for it, all right? That carries so much weight. As a player, you're scared of that, aren't you?
Yeah, of course, because these managers haven't got that autonomy. They've got to go through a director of football, they've got to go through a CEO, then they've got to phone America for the chairman, where in your day at Man United, you made whatever fatal decision.
But players
Fergie
can
has
hide,
you in.
players can hide as well, though, can't they? Look at Kobbie Mainoo at Man United. Now, I'm not saying he's at fault or he isn't, whatever. His brother doing that T-shirt thing was ridiculous. But is Amorim sat there going, is it me or him? Is he speaking to? Speaking to Jason Wilcox?
So this is what I'm saying. When a club let the owner and the chief exec all get too involved, that's the biggest problem for me. That is the problem where I think Man United fans look at it and go, there's too many people here. There's too many people behind the scenes that shouldn't be this important, having too much of a say, right? And when that happens, the players see it and the players know it. So they know all they have to do is kick off, kick off. The manager won't do anything about it because if the manager actually does and says, right, Kobbie, I'm fining you 2 weeks' wages and you're out the team, the fans will go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And the
owner will go, whoa. Sporting director says you can't do that. Whereas back in the day, you could do that.
We spoke about this last week, though, didn't we? The model of the sporting director and the head coach. Does that work in the upper echelons of British football? And you'd kind of look at, we've said last week, Mourinho's and Klopp's, and you'd say, well, probably not. No. Because of that very situation.
What was Jason Wilcox's history? Like, what did he do before Manchester United?
Well, it's interesting because we were researching it this morning and he's obviously gone in and rumours reportedly been going saying, I'm like a manager. Apparently he was heard to be saying around the place, I'm like a manager.
What?
But he's the sporting director. Now, Jason Wilcox was at City as a coach, a youth team coach, right? My understanding was he was academy director at City and then sporting director at Southampton.
Yeah. You wasn't with him at Southampton?
I wasn't with him at Southampton, but ultimately Southampton, you can't say that would have been a glowing reference to get the job at Man United, would you?
He's done unbelievably well then to get the job at Manchester United by all accounts, and if that's his CV so far, isn't it? So this is. Like, honestly, right, I'm going to put this out there. I think somebody like a Roy Keane should be a Manchester United sporting director. Somebody who understands the exact type of player that needs to be playing for Manchester United.
I don't know whether he's a bit volatile.
I want that, mate. I promise you. I want somebody who's going to pick me players that will go out there every day and just battle.
But is he going to fall out with the owner every week?
if the owner trusts him, which he should do, yeah, then it's a match made in heaven because you just go, you know what, Roy? I trust you. I trust you to pick the play. Look what Fletch said after the game, yeah? He said basically, we weren't good enough. You can see that we were fragile. And when you're fragile and you're not good enough, you need to battle. You've got to battle and you've got to scrap and you've got to do all the dirty, ugly things, right? And they didn't really do that. Whereas other teams will be better and win more games and be higher up in the league just purely through battling. If you can find battlers that are unbelievable at playing football and mentally strong as well, that's the recipe for success.
Did you have much interaction with sporting and technical directors as a player?
Only when I got to Watford.
Right.
Only when I got to Watford. At West Brom, you had Richard Garlick, who was there for a while, who he was pretty good, Richard Garlick. He left it to, he's at Arsenal now, Richard Garlick is, and he left it to the manager. The manager was ultimately the guy who had to say so. The owner was quite frugal, Jeremy Peace, with his money, but it all worked quite harmoniously well because they let the manager manage. But then when I got to Watford, it was a complete different story where the owner had his people already implemented in the club and they stayed there regardless of the manager.
So we're talking certain coaches.
You had chief execs, you had sporting directors around the place, you had certain coaches around the place, just certain sort of like fitness people, random fitness people would come in from Udinese or from somewhere else, that another place that the club owned, and then they would come in, and you just kind of thought, the manager hasn't brought this bloke in, so I don't know if the manager is on the same side as this guy here. Like, is the manager working alongside these people or not?
Yeah,
because there always seemed to be a bit of a divide where as soon as the manager got sacked, these other people would just stay there again, and it's like they were waiting for the next manager to come in, and then the manager would come, and whether he did good, bad or indifferent, they were always happy to report back to the owners about what it was like. Yeah. And I never liked it. No one ever liked it. But the players knew that as well. The players knew that the manager ultimately had no power whatsoever.
When you were at Southampton, Watto, did you have much interaction with them? Because obviously you were a first team coach. And if the sporting or the football director, sporting director, technical director, did they have to have a really solid football pedigree for you?
Yeah, they had to do. I mean, Southampton's model when I first went, I thought were kind of the right kind of philosophy. So they were going down the route to bring Ronald Koeman in as a foreign manager to follow Pochettino. Pochettino had brought his own guys, but they were all then going to leave to go to Spurs. So Southampton at that point had got a void. So Les Reed, who you guys will know through the Wrexham stuff, kind of decided to go down a different path. So they were going to employ Ronald's brother.
So was Les Reed the...
He was sporting director.
Right.
Or technical director. So he were allowing Ronald to bring his brother and one other guy with him. But then at that point, he decided, right, Southampton were a good club. We're going to get some club appointments who we believe are kind of near the top of the tree, the best we can get for the level we're at. And they're really going to support these foreign managers who come in. And if this foreign manager does well and wants to leave, as in Ronald went to Everton, I obviously had the opportunity to go to Everton, but because I was a club appointment, I felt more safe and secure in my role and were happy to stay at Southampton. Now, you're then talking from a player's perspective. When Ronald leaves and at least I stayed, do the players then see that as a positive or a negative? But I thought it worked really well for a period. But then the counter side to it is when certain other managers come in further down the line, it is difficult because they want our support, but they're so ingrained in their bit that you start getting the clashes behind the scenes.
Yeah, little cliques. It's like, are you on my team or are you on the club's team?
Yeah. And if you're a player, you're obviously going, well, who do I trust? Well, who don't I?
So Southampton, I think, worked well because they didn't sack their managers every 3 months, yeah? When it's Watford and they sack them every 3 months, straight away you're thinking, well, you're going to last 3 months and then there's going to be somebody else in. So you've got no power, you've got no say. No. So players... Again, like I always have said, if you give a player an inch, they will take a whole mile. I promise you. No, they can smell it. They can smell somebody that hasn't got that power. They can smell it, and it's just a bad recipe. It really is.
So at United, Jason Wilcox, is he the guy? You've got Omar Barada there as well as a high-level exec. What is he, CEO? Is he
Something
MD?
Like that.
Something
like
that.
They're all much for muchness.
What do you think that because they're talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Michael Carrick coming in to the end of the season, and it looks like Michael Carrick's the front runner. But surely someone like Ole would be a good sporting director.
Is there any other club that does this though? Do you know what I mean? This is Man United we're talking about here. Like,
I think they're just in a pickle, mate, because Amarin's, like Maresca, talked his way into the
They didn't see it
P45
coming.
brigade. Didn't see it coming. I'm sure there is a succession plan, but there ain't a succession plan for January now.
No.
So they don't want to make a mess of it again. They need the short-term fix. They need to get that Man United cycle back on track. Carrick, Solskjaer, that kind of feel. It would be a real good feel for the fans. But I just think whoever the director of football, CEOs and that, they've got to work better with a manager. And the manager or head coach, whatever the title, has got to be prepared, probably after every match, to be fair, or certainly once a month, to be able to go into the director of football's office, and the director of football, whether it's Jason Wilcox or whoever it is at a different club, is well within the rights to have said to Emerin, why do you keep playing 3-4-3? Why does this guy not do that? The manager has... I were in meetings where the manager had to answer to a Les Reed when we have a debrief about a certain game or a certain block of games, when could we have done this? That's part of your job. But it seems to me the modern coach or manager feels as though he doesn't have to answer to this guy here. And he wants that autonomy to manage.
Even that's a fairly newish thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, going to have to report to a chief exec or some sort of whatever, that's only something that's really started to happen in the last sort of 15 years, yeah? It never happened before. Could you imagine Arsene Wenger could you imagine Jurgen Klopp doing it? Could you imagine Jose Mourinho?
But I remember going back to my days at Birmingham when it was Gold and Sullivan that ran the club. McLeish used to always post-match and the day after send a report to the owners, and I saw some of the responses back. But they were like passionate people. They didn't. I'm not being disrespectful. They didn't necessarily know the intricacies of the game.
Yeah.
But they were questioning subs, decisions. What they needed to know the team before the match.
If you're Amorim, right, and you've been, it all comes back. We said last week, it comes back to communication. What was sold to Amorim?
Yeah.
Right. Were you the coach? Was he told you've got to report and be accountable to Jason Wilcox? Because if he wasn't told that, right, and Jason Wilcox comes into him on a Monday morning and goes, why are you playing 3 at the back, mate? Amorim's surely going to go, hang on a minute.
Fuck's it got to do with you?
Who have you managed? Surely?
I think that's what's happened. I really believe that's what's happened. We're in a healthy regime. If I'm manager and you guys call me in as director of football and CEO, it's just over a coffee. What did you think? What did you think? Your football background as Wilcox, I would obviously accept that you've got something, but you still challenge me a little bit, but it's not like...
Yeah, and you can tell if somebody's getting after you. Yeah, you can tell. And I get the impression that Amorim felt that these guys didn't trust him anymore, were getting after him, were questioning everything he did. And I don't like the sacking. I really don't like the sacking because it just... I just constantly feel for United it's a step forward and then two back
The
again.
writing was on the wall when Dan Ashworth came in and they pursued him and paid a lot of money for him and then got rid of him. Yeah, like at this point, like now, you look back and go, right, all makes sense now, doesn't it?
But if you just watch the team, watch them out on the pitch, I just don't think they're good enough to start with, though. They're not. Like I watched them against Brighton, and you're playing Dorgu at sort of left wing backy kind of, and I'm just thinking, do you know what? Whether you're a left back or a left winger, or either way, you're probably not good enough in that position anyway. If you're playing on the left wing, you're certainly not good enough. But the whole team just doesn't seem to have any kind of cohesion, really, or any gel. It wasn't until they went 2-0 down that you thought, oh, actually, they're giving it a bit here. Like, they've got a bit here.
The one thing that's surprised me with Man United since Amorim left, I thought that would have really just galvanised the group.
Galvanate is a good word.
Is it such a thing?
No.
But it is now.
They would have galvanised the group, and irrespective of formations, opposition...
Battle, scrap,
I thought we'd have seen something.
That's it.
The draw at Burnley, and ultimately that ain't good enough. And then you get beat at home in the FA Cup off Brighton, which for sure ain't good enough. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that Amorim did wrong that we all agree, but they've not just gone... right, we're driving forward. So there's something in Man United that's not quite
This is what I'm like, honestly, the battling part. That's what I say about Roy Keane as like a sporting director or something. Somebody who can identify those players who have got that nasty little bite in them, that intensity, that will to want to win every single game, every single ball, fight, tackle, everything. Constantly. The reason why Liverpool was such a success under Jurgen Klopp, we had Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on the podcast, and he said, like, tactically, wasn't necessarily the best manager I've ever worked under. He said, but if somebody put a ball into the channel and there was nobody there to chase after it, Jurgen Klopp would be going, yes, that's the best ball ever. He said, because everybody would be chasing after it. He said everybody would literally, it would make it their job to zing down as hard as they can. And the player would get to it, he'd go to clear it, but he'd have a Liverpool player on him and he'd be like, oh my God. But that happened on every little part of the pitch.
But then what he did at that point, he recruited better and better
players who were willing to do it.
Do all them things.
All the work.
But then the quality then takes over, doesn't it? And I think that's the problem with United. But if a Roy Keane or somebody of that ilk went into head up the academy or whatever, if they've got the right coaches and they buy the right talent, they're all going to be very, very good players, but they need that little bit here to play for Man United.
Pep Guardiola said it perfectly after the Exeter match. He said, for me, young players nowadays, he says they all come up through these academies and it's all lovely. He said, pattern a play, pattern a play, pattern a play. That's all they ever do, pattern a play. He says, that's not how you win football matches. He says, that in there is how you win football matches. It's going out on loan to Exeter. He said, go it out on loan to Exeter, learning what it takes to actually win a football match.
I'm not sure Man City will send any players to Exeter after that.
Mate, I love it though. Even that though, like I went on loan, like seriously, I went out on loan to Tiverton Town, Stafford Rangers, Kidderminster Harriers, anybody that would take me just to go and play a football game of football. That's all that mattered.
I think with the academy players, the amount of players we've had walk through these office doors and say, when I went on loan, right, and I'm playing with men who have to pay their mortgage, right, and the amount of players that have walked through the door and said that, you go, that's what they've learned, right? That's what they learn playing down the importance of it, of scrapping for it.
Because that's what it's ultimately, that's what it's about. It's not about coming off the game with perfect stats of this and look how many passes I executed perfectly and how many times I got possession.
And what about your XG?
My XG, all that kind. It's not about that. It's about doing the dirty little things, the dirty things that a lot of actual fans don't see, to be honest with you. A lot of fans don't see the dirty stuff. But as players you do, as coaches you do, managers, you see the dirty stuff and you think, you haven't got it in you, you aren't bothered today.
Yeah, because the issue United have got now is Amarin's position clearly was untenable, wasn't it? So,
well, it's untenable because of the people above him.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have them people above him, I don't think it's untenable.
So, if that conversation hadn't happened, would he have been there to the end of the season? Maybe, maybe not. But now the situation they're in, they've got potentially Carrick coming in, right, till the end of the season. What happens if he gets them in the top four?
He'll probably end up getting the job.
Right, but is this not the Ollie thing all over again?
It's very, very similar. But what is Man United's aspiration now for the next 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
For whoever gets that job, it's all hands to the pump for one challenge.
They need Champions League football. That's all the only thing they can get now. They're at the FA Cup, at the League Cup. They ain't got no European football. All they can hope for now is hanging their hat on, play one game a week, every single Saturday or Sunday, whatever it is trying to win that Premier League game to try and get in that top four. And if Michael Carrick does come in and does do that, he will get the job 100%. But if he does that, he probably deserves it as well. Because I don't know what the answer is for a manager for Man United. I really don't.
But I think
as long as you can get them playing, that's it.
But if you're short term, if you come in, like you said, you see new manager bounce or someone comes in and the players go, oh, I love him, he's a great bloke, gives us some days off. It's short term. It kind of proved with Ollie, whether or not it was tactical, whether it was something else, but it kind of wore off. Fairly quickly.
It was true.
But you'd fancy it, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
if you're Carrick or Solskjaer for 5 months,
100%.
one game a week.
Nothing to lose, have you?
Nothing to lose, but this is the problem. Like you said, I think you can give them that extra couple of days off, get them all on side, and they're all every Saturday at 3 o'clock or Monday night at 8 o'clock. It's full gas. They've got good players, and you probably just about creep in. And then Man United got a decision to make again.
It's fine balances. Like Martin O'Neill historically was the best manager at, right lads, win on Saturday, you'll have 3 days off. And the lads will go, oh my God, time off is the best currency, biggest, most important currency in the whole of football.
Gabby always
he used to say, but genuinely, the lads would go out there. The reason why he's got the Celtic job again, gone back into them again, is because he goes in there and he goes, right, boys, you work for me, I'll work for you. It's not hard, right? No. It really isn't hard. Work for me and I'll work for you. So if Carrick can do that, and he's a lovely guy, Michael Carrick. He's got this aura of like confidence, and I think the players will go, yeah, we'll work for you. We'll work for you.
Kobbie Mainoo played, obviously...
really well. He actually played really well, to be fair to him. He did. He looked lovely. But Man United, just as a team, just didn't look... They looked a bit toothless. I could tell Brighton were going to win the game.
Big few months for him.
Man United started really well, should have scored a couple of goals early doors, didn't, and then Brighton went and scored, and then I just thought, you know what, I can't see United really getting back into
It's a big few months for them. I mean, they have to get Champions League football to attract what potentially has been the names mentioned for the summer.
Can we talk talking about cups and Champions League. I know it was last week, but Thomas Frank and the Arsenal coffee cup. Quickly.
Oh, mate.
I honestly, I don't know nothing about modern technology, as you guys can be well aware. But when I saw that photo, I thought that has to be an AI thing. I thought it cannot be real. It can't be real. It can't be real.
Right, so do you know what's happened?
Is this actually a big deal?
Nobody
it's not a
else.
big deal. It's pathetic.
You lads
It's
won't
pathetic.
drink out of my Barnsley cup, would you?
No, and you wouldn't drink out my Wolves cup,
Right,
would you,
listen, it's pathetic, yeah. The whole thing's pathetic. But what has happened is somebody has royally cocked up, yeah. So what happens is, the week before, obviously, they've played Arsenal, yeah. When you go away to another football team, you collect all your stuff up, your bits and bobs, your coffee cups, your blah, 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 because you take a load of your own. So you take a load of oat milk, and your own, like, coconut milk, and just to cater for all the players. And what happens is somebody, probably the kit man, probably somebody, a physio or somebody like that, has got all of that stuff and put it back in the skip. But you've picked up a whole stack of Arsenal cups thinking they're just normal paper cups or whatever. Little beknown did he know that there's an Arsenal crest on it, right? Put them in the skip, then the next match, that skip comes back out, puts it straight onto the table again, and he's either made it himself or somebody's made it for him, and he's just...
Well,
would you look at a cup?
So he said, like, obviously I have a cup of coffee before every game. I have an espresso before every game and walk around the pitch. So it's nothing new, right? And is it a big deal? No, really not. But is it good PR? Obviously not. The thing that I don't get, right, is how negligent have you got to be? Bear in mind, this is your biggest rival in the world. Somebody has gone, can he have a coffee, please? Look, there's some cups over there. Yeah, no problem. Get it out, make it, give it to Thomas. And Thomas hasn't even...
Yeah, but honestly, who looked at a cup? I'm backing it. I don't. I'm backing him. I think... I would not even think to look and think, oh, I've got to check to make sure there's not a badge or something on this that shouldn't be on it.
Someone's got to see it, surely.
I wouldn't have that mindset to look at it, but I think I would have been aware of it.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's my bit, but I don't think it's the biggest issue. But the problem is in football, like that is just not a good look for him. No. He might have had a pair of Arsenal underpants on. We will never know. We don't know, do we? We'll never know.
If you're losing...
If they're his lucky pants, you don't know.
If you're losing, these are the things that get highlighted.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're losing, this is the end of the world. If you're losing, in blah, blah, it's the end of the world. But if you're winning, if you're top of the league and he does that, it's like, well, you know what?
Apparently the Villa fans were singing he was an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I know. But all it does is just creates a different talking point for the fact that Spurs are in a pickle right now, like a double pickle.
Well, look at Romero, he's lit the match. Yeah. So, firstly, Real Madrid are rumoured to be signing him for 70...
Well, Leo Messi did say he's the best defender in the world last year, didn't he? So, you know...
Oh, well, there you go.
He did say it, to be fair. There's got to be something in it.
That's why he's got 70 mil for Romero.
Mate, do you know what, right? He's not worth 70 mil, don't get me wrong. But I do like Romero. Yeah. I think there's a time and a place for a Romero. I would love to have Romero in front of me if I'm playing on a football pitch.
I think you'd want him in your team, wouldn't you?
You'd want him on your team, I promise you. And I know he'd get some silly red cards sometimes and some silly yellow cards. But I like that fight. He has got so much fight.
70 mil?
Not 70 mil.
Basically, he's put an Instagram post out saying... some other people need to come out when we're not winning, because they only seem to say something when we win, and it's lies. Yeah. So we've seen Amorim, we've seen Maresca, but now you've got the captain of the football club.
I've seen this before. Like I said, I see this at Watford before, where you see behind the scenes of what's really going on at the football club and. Like the way that they kind of impose penalties on infringe on your time or blah, blah, blah. And it gets in players' heads a little bit and it really annoys you sometimes because you think, are you actually trying to get the best out of us here or are you trying to just like penalise us for stuff, yeah? And I think he's coming at it from now. I don't know exactly what it is, but I guarantee if you asked a lot of them Spurs players, honestly, behind the scenes, they'd say, yeah, it's a shit show. Honestly,
so is he, the fact that there's a few big clubs sniffing after him, is he not just going... That'll get it over the line.
It's part of everything. I think as a senior player, he probably is the one that has to say it because you can't leave it to a young lad to say it. You can't leave it to Lucas Bergvall to say this kind of stuff. So at some point, somebody has to say something and say, do you know what? We've had enough of this. As players, we've had enough of this. Something's going on behind the scenes that we're not happy with. And as the senior player, as the Argentina, he's not the captain, is he? But it's big prominent figure. So you've got to be the one to come out.
Is Frank the man? Is he the problem? Is it the Spurs hierarchy? Watto, what you thinking at this point?
To be honest with you, I've always backed him, and I will continue to do so because I don't think he can have been as successful with the Brentford model as what he was. But there is something ingrained in that football club that seems to be that managers can't be successful. But Ange won a trophy and got him in the Champions League last year. Yeah. So it is achievable at that club. But no matter who or what is in charge, it seems to be that nobody wants to support the manager.
Yeah. No. There's something going on behind the scenes. I don't think Frank's the problem.
Do you think, in hindsight, they should have sacked Ange?
No, I didn't like the sacking anyway, to be honest with you. But I can understand why they did it, for example. But I still think Frank is a good manager. Thomas Frank's a good manager. But I just, again, going, like I said about the Man United team, probably haven't got a good enough team. I don't think Spurs have either. I think they've spent a lot of money on players that aren't good enough.
But will they still stick with him then? Because if the recruitment's not been good enough, it's not all Frank's fault, is it? The recruitment's been going on for...
Who's recruiting him?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, are they going to stick? Because if they twist, where do they go?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what? Do you know the thing that pisses me off a little bit with these sporting directors, right? Obviously, the sporting director or the technical director seem to have this golden ticket, right? Where they seem to be the owner's guy, right, or the chairman's guy, which then has basically an effect on the owner, so or a perception of the owner. So if the technical sporting director's at fault, you're basically saying the owner's got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
So when the sporting and technical directors are the ones that are facilitating transfers, why have we never seen, to my knowledge, anyone come out and go, we are releasing this sporting director because he's overseen 5 transfer windows and it's been a shit show for everyone?
Do you know why they have 2 or 3 of them? Because none of them will take full accountability until that player's a success, until that player's been sold for a lot more money than he was bought for, right? Because what they don't want to do is hang their hat on a player and go, I think we should sign him and I will happily spend £50 million of the manager's money, right? And I will hang my hat on it. And if he's not a success, then sack me all you want, right? None of them will ever say that.
But do you know what I mean?
They all say, he's a really good player, he's a really good player. And then when he is a success or when he is being sold for 100 million, he'll say, I told you he's a good player. I told you we should sign him. I knew we should have signed him. But when it's the opposite and they haven't been a success and they've spent 50 million and he's been a failure, they say, well, I had my reservations from the get-go, to be perfectly honest with you. That's why they need 2 or 3 of them.
Well, they always give it the old, I can't get them all right. But Celtic have been strong, haven't they? The guy who appointed that Nancy, he's gone, as long as the manager.
Yeah.
So the ownership there have said, that ain't good enough. Even putting him in front of us, and yes, we've signed it off, but that ain't happening again, gone.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, there does. There needs to be bigger sanctions for these...
sporting directors. They seem to get a bit of a free ride, don't they?
Don't they just? Well, no accountability.
They last longer than football managers, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's it. Semenyo, on the move?
I liked his advert, full-page advert in the Bournemouth Echo, which brings nicely, actually, onto the shirt. We've got a giveaway today, by the way, everybody. Where are we going to do it, Jay? On Insta? Yeah, we're going to go on Instagram. So this is a limited edition, glow-in-the-dark football kit that combines the neon energy of Las Vegas with AFC Bournemouth's heritage. So they send it with, like, this torch thing as well. So apparently when it's dark, that, like, lights up or something.
Yeah, so this was sent from
Proper
Bournemouth.
random, double random.
So the club went into your DMs.
Literally DM'd
you love a footy shirt, Ben.
Yeah, do you want one of our top? I went, yeah, sweet, don't worry, mate. I'm always looking for stuff to wear on the football field, so I thought I'd give it a little go.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's all right, to be fair, isn't it? Yeah,
it's cool.
You're going to watch it, mate?
Yeah, I'll give it a little watch for you. Don't worry about it. I'll watch it. But genuinely, somebody's going to win it on Instagram. Yeah, nice little top.
Lovely.
Isn't it? Where are we going, lads? Should we do a little...
Semenyo.
Oh, sorry, that's where we were going. We're already there. So I loved his half-page...
We've changed him up.
Hey, look, there you go.
Done what?
New updated in the City kit.
Yeah, we've got him.
I love the fact that he took a whole page ad out in the Bournemouth Echo to basically say to the fans, like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
like,
it's a nice touch, isn't it?
It's lovely, that. Really, really lovely, that. And I think City have signed an absolute diamond.
What a game to start, though, eh?
What a game to start.
You'd love that.
He was brilliant as well, though, to be fair. He was brilliant.
Do you think we will see Semenyo playing for City like he does for Bournemouth?
I think we'll see it similarly.
You think he'll hit the heights and Pep won't coach
shackle him a little bit. I think he's getting away from that a little bit. I think he's started to let them do a bit more. Okay. I really do. I think they're starting to do a little bit more. Let them just go, right, lads, you know what?
There's no point signing,
until Cherky's Rabona in
signing that talent and putting the shackles on.
No, there's no point. You've got to let them go. So they've got so many of them sort of players, like Cherky's, Bernardo, Savinho, Semenyo, Foden, Doku, like... The list is endless.
Well, that's the question, though. How will he be able to? Because I think Semenyo is one of these players that he's the star show, star turn at Bournemouth, plays every week. He's their go-to guy. And like you said, Ben, he's got Doku, Foden, Cherky, Silva, Savinho up against him. Is he going to play loads of football.
Yeah, well, he'll definitely play football. I'm not saying he's going to start every Premier League game, but they're in the Champions League, they're in the FA Cup, they're in, you know what I mean? So they're in all of these competitions, so there's games to play. Simple as that, there's games to play. And I think it's a really clever sign as well, to be fair, because if you watch Arsenal, you see how many changes they made at the weekend, and you see the players that they can bring on. Even in the Premier League last week, you see the bench, stacked bench.
But you know a top player, when he gets that opportunity to go leave Bournemouth without being disrespectful, to go to City, and we know that Guardiola will be a big part of why he's leaving, but he's also leaving because of the quality that's there.
Yeah.
But he wants to step on again, because if he can prove that what he did at Bournemouth is just getting him to this bit, and he wants to drive on again when he gets to City and not say that's me done, and really fight and get into it.
Right, this
Talent
is incredible. I was thinking about this the other day, and I completely agree with what I was just said. Right, if he gets to Man City, signs that contract, 6-year, 5-year. 150, 160 grand a week, 200, whatever it is, I don't care. If he sees it as I'm here now, but I'm still going to there, mate, you've signed the best player. That's the player you want, right? And I was thinking about this for Manchester United, right? How many players have Manchester United signed where they've gone, this is just a little platform for me to go even further?
But is that
how many?
The best part of, well, not so many.
Exactly.
But that's the best part of recruitment, isn't it? Surely we all know that every team in the Premier League, all 20, think he's a superstar.
Yeah.
But when you meet him and his representatives, you're looking for that little bit that says, when I sign him and bring him to my club, that's not the ceiling.
Yeah.
We're going here with him, and he can get my team to there. And if he earns a new contract or goes to Real Madrid and it's 150 million, fantastic. But you're trying to sign the right character.
This is what I'm saying, right? I think there's a few teams in the Premier League that have turned into sort of like, not graveyards, but finishing teams. Yeah. Teams where if they can get that move, I'm going to strive and give it everything I can. And when I get that move, that's it done.
But
chill.
Is that just the money move?
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. And I think Man United are that team at the minute where they're signing these players, where they land there and they go, I'm on 150 grand a week now. I've got 5 years on this as well. I don't really need to try a leg. So even if I don't really play, is it the end of the world? You want the players that get there and go, I want to play every minute of every single game and I want to get better and better and better. I don't necessarily want to leave and go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, but I want to be the best player in this team. Yeah. They're the players that you need. I feel like Tottenham have gone a little bit that way as well. They're signing players where they get there and go, this is shiny and nice as this. This is really shiny.
But there's no movement forward from that point.
No. Yeah. Like I say, when was the last time Man United sold a player for profit? Genuinely, lads, can we have a look? Can you get onto the
decent money?
Decent money. I'm talking somebody that has gone there, smashed it, and then a big boy has gone, right, we'll take you.
Apart from the academy players like Garnacho going, Tomini going...
Somebody that have signed for big money, somebody that's signed for decent money, right, where they've then gone on to bigger and better things.
Good question, that.
Yeah? Somebody where they're all chasing him. Real Madrid are chasing him. Barca are chasing him. Can you remember anybody?
Ronaldo? I mean, that was over 10 years, was it?
15 years
ago. But that's probably the only one, isn't it?
Would it be?
Not that I can.
Unless we're thinking, by the mind, we have not done this research.
No. No, that was from Arsenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I can't think of any players that have left Man United to go on to bigger and better things. I really can't.
Man United has been the pinnacle for 99.9%.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the problem for me is they're signing these players that get there and go, yes, I've done it. I've done all I need to do. Then that hunger's gone. And as soon as you lose the hunger and the fight, it's game over. You're done.
Unfortunately, Man United's not the pinnacle anymore, is it?
No, it's not. But they are the pinnacle in terms of wages.
Yes.
I promise you that. And social media status, yeah? You sign for Man United, you're gaining 5 million Instagram followers and Twitter followers, and you're gaining all that kind of stuff. Your bank balance is gaining as well.
Maybe you need to sign for...
No, actually, it's a good point, though,
talking about old... This sounds a bit bad, but old goalkeepers. Did you see Craig Gordon save last night?
Oh, it was unreal.
Right, Craig Gordon, who was it for? Hearts. He's 43.
Oh, unreal. What a save.
Talk me through that save.
So, it is a world-class save because the only reason he's allowed to make the save is because he's done all of the groundwork before that. He's got everything settled. He's not just all over the shop. He's not just moving. He's settled. He's moved on these tiny little movements, which gets him ready to actually power and bump off. That's a bit there. Yeah. And for a 43-year-old, Watto.
43.
And coming on as sub.
Oh, is he come on as sub?
Yeah, the goal got sent off.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's unreal.
We need to get Craig Gordon on the podcast.
It's as good as it gets, genuinely.
Honestly, but it's all his experience. He were in a great position.
Yeah.
and he's just used every
It's his little feet
contact to drive into. It's phenomenal at that age. Yeah.
Right, make the call, Fozzie. Craig Gordon on the Fozcast.
I will. What a lovely save.
Long way up to Edinburgh, but you'll enjoy it. Lad.
Honestly, as goalies though, you don't often get a chance to make a last-second save that wins you the
It was
game.
kind of behind him as well, and he just scooped it round,
Popped
didn't
it
he?
out there, beautiful.
Right at full stretch.
I think
Stretch.
if you read his mouth afterwards, did he say? I think he said something like, "What the fuck was that?"
He definitely swore.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the quiz, can we talk about these number 9s so far? So there was an influx of quite big money number 9s. You've got Sesko, approximately 70 odd mil, Gyökeres 60 something mil, João Pedro 55, Ekitike 70 odd mil. Yeah. These are obviously without add-ons, etc. Yeah. Voltemada 65 mil. Where there's 5 there.
Yeah.
What are the success stories?
Are we leaving Isaac out of this? Yeah. Should we just leave the big boy out of all of it?
Do you know what?
We'll leave Isaac out of it just because he's injured and he's had a torrid start, and everybody knows that as well. But if we go through them one by one, so Benjamin Sesko, is he worth 70 million quid, and is he going to be a success?
No chance. I'll give him a 3 out of 10. I think a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's struggled. Every game I've watched of him so far, I'm just thinking, maybe for a lower down team, you would be a good player, and they'd play around him a bit more, and he'd be a target.
But would you take him to Wolves? Not for 70 million quid, but if you're Wolves and you're looking
Wolves
at him,
would take him. Wolves would take him.
We love a big man.
Yeah, Wolves would take him.
We love a big man.
But that's not a glowing reference, is it?
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. 70 mil.
Look at Sesko, right? He's got 5 in 19, 4 in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Gyökeres has got 7 in 24, 5 in the Premier League.
Yeah, and all of them came pretty much earlier on in the season as well, the first 5 games.
So far, right, take age into consideration as well. Who's been the better signing so far?
The best signing out of Gyökeres or Sesko?
Yeah.
Gyökeres. Only just.
You're
setting the bar low here. You're setting the bar very low.
Marginally.
Marginally.
Do you know what? I can't. You'll have to explain this to me, guys, from a coaching and a football point of view. But the amount I've seen 2 or 3 Arsenal games this season where they've done this thing after 35, 40 minutes and go, Gyökeres had 2 touches of the ball.
Yeah.
Are Arsenal just not playing for him?
No, they're so set in their ways of the way that Arsenal play. And do you know what? Jamie Carragher said it in the summer, actually. I'm going to back him massively here, yeah? He said that they were saying about Arsenal need a number 9. If they had a number 9, they'd be able to go on and win the Premier League. And he said, I disagree. He says, even if they do go and sign a number 9, a really big, expensive number 9, by November time, whatever it is, he'll be out the team because Arsenal are so set in the way of playing. And they are set in the way of the playing, and it works. So you can't knock it, really, can you? You can't knock it.
Well, the top of the tree, but I do think Gyökeres is slightly better than Sesko.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
okay.
agree.
So you've got João Pedro, 7 in 26, Ekitike, 11 in 26, 8 in the Premier League, and Voltemada, 9 in 25, 7 in the Premier League. So out of those, who's your kind of best signing?
Ekitike.
Followed by what, Voltemada?
By Voltemada and then João Pedro. João Pedro's never going to score you 20 Premier League goals in a season. He's just not. He's not that type of player. He scored a lot in the previous season for Brighton. Sorry, Jesus, the Bees for Brighton. A lot of them were penalties.
Oh, it's not the Bees. It's the Seagulls.
Good. That's Brentford.
Yeah, mate, we're on it.
Yeah, he scored a lot of penalties, but he's not going to score you 20 goals in a season. That's not really his game, though, at the same time. And I know you say he's number 9, he should be up there scoring, but it's not really his game. He is a workhorse, and he'll get after people, and I like João Pedro, I really do. But, yeah, Ekitike, for me, he just looks like a number 9, clinical. Yeah. He looks like somebody who wants to score goals. Voltemada, I love watching him as well. Handful, give you everything he's got. So I think them two are the standout signings.
Yeah, same for me. I think.
Agree?
Ekitike just gets it for me because Voltemada is not as pleasing on the eye, but I think he's had a real massive impact for Newcastle and the league.
I've got a rogue one throw in there, though. Somebody who's been captain of my FPL for the last couple of weeks, lads.
Thiago?
Somebody who's just got me right back up in contention.
He's not a new signing, though.
My boy, Thiago.
Yeah, no.
Don't care, mate. I'm throwing him in there either way, right? He is an absolute unit, OK? He's going to be up front for Brazil in the World Cup in the summer. Simple as that. No, we won't be. No. But he is... I love him. I love him. Absolute handful, mate. Handful. It's really good to see.
Do you know, I saw this thing on Instagram the other day, and it was basically just Brentford's carousel of signing bold, rapid, bearded strikers.
Yeah,
I was like, I like it.
They signed him from Club Brugge, where he scored 18 goals for them. Yeah, the season before, the couple of seasons before. a lot of injuries like last season or whatever, but still, like some players come into. How old is he? 29?
Is he that old?
24? Mate!
He looks
just
like he's
thought he
40.
looked 29,
Mate,
didn't
he's
you?
worth 60 mil. Unreal. Mate, I love it.
24.
Unreal, mate. I love it.
There's some growth in that for Brentford.
But that's what I
Don't worry
mean,
about
mate.
that.
Like, talking about teams that know how to sign players, like hungry players, good-to-go players. You know what I mean? Well done. Right, we're going to go to the quiz. Fantastic episode, boys. Give me some.
Beautiful.
Give me some of that. Somebody can win this, by the way. Cycling GK Instagram page. I'll give it a wash for you so it smells nice as well. I'll even send you the little torch as well. There you go. Look.
Put that on your bike, mate. Jesus, thanks, man.
Right, come on, Jake. Quiz time.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Football Fill-In quiz. Are you guys ready for today?
Yep.
Straight into it?
I've got no bands today.
You got no bands, you got no
No
bands.
sanctions.
Overall scores, Tom is on 7, Watto, you're on 4, Toes is on 4, and Ben, you are on 3. And honourable mention to Robbo on 1. Question 1. Michael Dewberry started his playing career
Chelsea.
at what team?
West Ham.
Chelsea's the correct answer.
Doobs.
I knew you got it right when you said it, actually.
Doobs is going to Doobs.
Doobs.
Question 2. What Scottish player who played for Sheffield United now plays his football in Torino?
Scott McTominay.
No.
What have I said that for? Doesn't
What
even play
Scottish
for
player who...
Shea Adams.
Shea Adams is the correct answer. Well done, Watto.
Well done, Watto.
Watched him this weekend.
Southampton question.
Yeah, of course you do.
Came on a sub. Question 3. Who is the only Dutch player to be in the top 10 most assists of all time in Premier League
Bergkamp.
history? Bergkamp is the correct answer. Well done, Watto.
What a player.
God.
Wow.
What a player.
Question 4. Before Ashley Young joined Inter Milan, who was the last Englishman to have played for them?
Paul Ince.
Paul Ince is the correct
That's a good
answer. 1997.
Cool.
Question 5. Which striker broke Jurgen Klopp's glasses in a goal celebration during Liverpool's win over Norwich in 2016?
Mane.
No.
Firmino.
No.
Oh. I forgot his name.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Belgian lad.
No. All out. All back in.
Uh,
Which striker broke Jurgen Klopp's glasses in a goal celebration during Liverpool's win over Norwich in 2016?
Luis Suarez.
No.
I don't
5,
know.
4.
Daniel Sturridge.
No. 3, 2.
I'll probably
One.
watch that game, I know.
Sorry?
I'll watch that match, probably.
All out. The answer is
Irigi.
Christian Benteke.
No, you were on about that.
Forgot.
Yeah.
I wasn't on about. I was on about Origi.
No, that's who
the
I thought.
Belgian
I
lad.
thought that's who you're on about. That
No,
Milan
the other
Barros.
Belgian lad.
Yeah, he accidentally stepped on him during like a celebration, and yeah, that's what happened. And he was sold later that summer.
Should have claimed that one, shouldn't I?
Should have claimed it. You got half a point there, mate.
Question 6. Granit Xhaka has the most appearance in Premier League as a Switzerland player. But what player is in second?
Shaqiri.
Patrick Berger.
No. No.
No for both of them.
No. Granit Xhaka has the most appearance in the Premier League as a player from Switzerland. What player is in second?
It's a good
When,
question.
when players are from Switzerland, what would you call them? The what player?
Swiss.
Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, he was. Berger was Czech Republic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who did you say?
You're at Watto. All back in.
Is it a goalkeeper?
Yeah, you can't say that. Did you say Sheridan Shaqiri?
He said Shaqiri, yeah.
Is it a fullback or a goalkeeper?
Swiss player.
You can't do that.
It's like Fulham or
Yeah, but it's the name, Tom. It's the name, isn't it, mate?
Swiss.
I ain't got it.
Don't know.
5,
No, I don't know.
4, 3, 2.
Thomas Myra.
No, it is Stefan Hencho.
Ah, yeah.
Was
he Swiss?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Thomas Myra, wasn't he Norwegian?
yeah he was Norwegian. Yeah,
Good name though.
yeah, he's good. Isn't
Question 7. What are your 2, 1,
he? 1.
1? What country is John Joe Shelby currently playing in?
Dubai.
Dubai
UAE.
is the correct answer.
Oh,
Hold on a minute.
UAE.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, there's two answers there.
Plays in
There's two
Dubai.
answers
Dubai's
there.
not a country.
But I said Dubai, UAE.
There's
No,
two
you
answers.
didn't. You said Dubai. He looked at you,
Two
and then
answers
you
there.
said
I gave both
UAE.
answers.
We've had this before, haven't we?
We definitely.
I gave
had
both
this before.
answers.
We've had this before.
You gave both answers
To-
because he looked at you and went.
No, I went Dubai. He plays in Dubai, which is in the
No,
UAE.
that's not the answer. The answer is what country does he play in? Not Dubai.
Dubai is not a country.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know
it's
that.
not.
That's why I said UAE.
Oh, well, I'll let the referee referee.
You're going to have to give me and Watto the bonus question here.
I'm going to give it to him.
Oh my God! It's not a
Right,
country.
is that-
Jamie,
right, that's
on
given.
top of the quiz, yeah? Do not give him
Do you know what?
He's
Do you know
just
what?
told you.
I was
Unbelievable.
literally. He's given it me now, so that's done. I was just about to say, if that boot was on the other foot, I would be kicking off.
It's not a country.
Are you
He's
for
told
real?
you.
Okay.
But I did say
He's
UAE.
top of the
You've
quiz
made
and
your
you're giving
decision.
him extra
You've made the
points.
decision.
No, we've retracted
No, but
it.
it's-
We've
you
retracted
just
it.
made the
It's not a
decision.
country. It's
It's
not a
not a
country.
country.
It's not a
Take
country.
like a goal.
No, scrap the question. Question's been scrapped.
Well, you're going to have to give me and Watto the spare question then.
Well, no, you're all going to get the spare question.
What? He can't get. He can't get
scrap the whole
another
thing.
hit at spare
He's out.
question. He's out.
We should
No.
get.
So we should
should
get an
5
extra
seconds.
question.
Say UAE.
Yeah. So you should re-ask the question then for me and Watto, or give us a spare question.
We have to get something. He's out.
Okay.
Yeah, bullet. Goodbye.
Oh, so he is protested. The goal was given. VAR
got
was
his
done,
cards, he hasn't
and
got
I confirmed if the goal was given. You said yes, and he's just not even got a card for that.
So what's happening, Jamie?
No, but you've officiated. You've realised there that you've gone to the screen.
Yep.
They're in your ear.
You've made a mistake.
And
Again.
you've rectified it.
Yeah.
So I think that's good officiating.
Yeah, so at the end of the quiz, Ben and Watto, you'll get a bonus question.
Why don't you just give us that bonus question now?
Wait, they don't get a
Why don't you
bonus.
just give us that bonus question now?
You can have the bonus question right now if you
Yeah.
want.
So
Wait, no, so I can't play. So wait there.
no,
wait there.
you're out.
So
You're
wait there.
out.
Wait there. In a normal question, if you get the answer wrong,
Yeah, you're out.
Right, you're out. You
Yeah.
don't get to then
Yeah,
get
you're out.
disqualified from the next
Yeah,
round.
No,
I'm going-
but we know the answer now, though, so he can't
So
re-ask
say
that
it then.
question. Yeah, he can't re-ask that question because we know the answer.
We've
so he
done
has to
this
give us a
before.
question that we don't
Just
know
say the right answer
to.
and you get a
Just
point.
let
Yeah.
the referee. Hey, look, you can be stronger on these things if you want.
Yeah.
New year, same
So
quiz.
what are you going to do, Jay?
Got a new. Right.
What's this question? Are we all in this, or is this me and Ben?
Bring back Luke. Bring
What we
back
doing?
Luke.
Tom could be in this question.
Oh
Yes!
my, Jamie, that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
That's not fair.
Hey, no.
Right?
Yellow
That's not
card.
fair. I'm going to
No.
I'm going to do a Piers Morgan. in a
No,
minute.
no,
I'm going to do
no.
a Piers
So I'm
Morgan.
in. Okay.
You're in. He's in.
How is he in? He can't be
We're
in.
scrapping the question.
No, but he
Because
got. But
Dubai
no,
is
the
not a
question shouldn't
country.
get scrapped. It should stand. He should just not be allowed to answer it first. So if we get the answer wrong, in this bonus question,
That sounds
he can
fair.
come back in.
That does sound
yeah.
fair.
That's exactly how it should
Okay,
go.
we could do that.
That's
No,
not
but
rocket
Jamie's
science.
already said I'm in. So.
That's what I
Stop.
mean.
That sounds fair, Ben, but Jamie's already said I'm in.
He's giving a card out.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it your way
Thank
to make
you,
you happy.
Oh, referee!
Hey, his ball, his rules.
Yeah.
Right, so who's in this question?
You guys are in first, and then Tom comes back in if you both.
If we both get
yes,
it wrong.
Yes.
That's a sensible way to
Yeah.
approach it, right? Agreed? Do we agree? Yeah?
Very calm.
Watford 2005, 2006 question
So
coming
you've
right
been
up.
very calm.
Goalkeeping department.
Ready?
Come on,
Ben,
then.
who was your number 2?
That's right. If we get this wrong, Watto, do not. Even if you get it right, I want you to get it right.
I'm
Even
just
if I
gonna,
don't,
we're just
you
going to
get it
walk
right,
off if
okay?
we don't get this right. I'm going to say it. Fucked.
What country does Christian Benteke currently play in?
Well, oh.
United Arab Emirates.
Correct.
I can't believe
Well, that's the same question, for fuck's sake.
No, you can't do
That
that.
can't be right. That can't be right. No, I know. No, but that can't be right. It's the same answer for 2 questions. That can't
do
be
that.
right, can it?
That-
That can't be right.
You know what the funny thing is? I put Abu Dhabi and I looked it up and it's not a country, so it was UAE again.
You've done it. You've
No,
done
that
so
can't be
well.
right. It's the same
Honestly,
answer for
you're a
2
genius,
questions.
you, OJ. That was incredible.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
So 2, 1, 2.
That can't be right, can it?
I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
What's your problem?
Belgium. He said Belgium.
He was trying to get the jump on you.
Question 8. Well, no, it's technically question 9.
Do you know some people get really irritated in the because they're like, just get on with the question.
I know, we want it.
You're arguing too much.
Right.
What
Jamie.
country? I'm joking.
Jamie.
UAE.
Jamie.
Which Everton striker scored after 25 seconds in the FA Cup final between Chelsea and Everton in 2009?
Paul Rideout.
No.
In when?
Weren't him.
In 2009.
What's the question again?
Which Everton striker scored after 25 seconds in the FA Cup final between Chelsea and Everton in 2009?
It was the Everton player.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you say? 2009?
2009, yeah.
2009.
It was the fastest goal until someone broke it. 5.
Jeffers.
No. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Yelovich.
No, all back in.
I don't know this.
Yakubu.
No.
That's a good answer, though. The Yak Attack.
Lukaku.
No.
2009. Who was playing for Everton in
That's
2009?
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm out.
5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We know it.
Maybe.
Go on then.
Louis Zaha.
Ah, it's good, yeah.
Louis Zaha.
Louis Saha.
Yeah.
Very good, yeah. It's a tough question, that.
You'd have got that, Luke, wouldn't you?
It's a tough question.
Louis Saha. What a player.
Okay, next question is a
Is
career...
this the last question now?
No, we've got 2 more.
Fuck's sake, James.
Question 9. Null and void that UAE question.
What, so I don't get the point?
No, the first.
That one should be null and void as well.
Yeah, that one should. That was a disgrace.
No, because the answer was
Same
UAE.
answer twice. That can't be fucking right.
Talk
2, 2,
about
1.
pandering to Fozzie.
3, 2, 1.
Anyone would think that you pay.
Just stop arguing, yeah? Can we get some questions on the go here, please?
Career path question. I have played for Manchester City, Aston Villa, Newcastle United loan, Stoke City loan, Stoke City, Bolton.
Could you do that again, please?
I have played for Manchester City, Aston Villa, Newcastle loan, Stoke City loan, Stoke City, Bolton.
Glenn Whelan, is it?
No.
Yeah. You go one more time, please.
I have played for Manchester City, Aston Villa, Newcastle United loan, Stoke City loan, Stoke City, and Bolton. You've got 5 seconds.
I'm not sure.
Stephen Allen.
Stephen Ireland is the correct answer.
What's
Well
the
done, Ben.
scores?
3, 2, 1.
So I'm out.
You're out.
Anybody want a coffee?
What
Jamie?
You've got to get this
Lost
right.
his head.
Jamie?
He lost his head.
You've got a bit of work to do this year on
He
the
has
old
lost
quiz.
his head.
Tom, just stay calm, mate. You don't want to be.
You can't predict the quiz.
Well, we
what's
certainly
them?
fucking
You can.
can't.
It's question answer.
Yeah.
Question right answer.
Yeah.
Prem.
Yeah,
Don't
but I
say the
wasn't,
wrong answer
I
then.
wasn't expecting that to be... Anyway,
Right, come on. I've got to get me.
come on then, Watto. Question 10. Which former Leicester City Premier League winner now manages a club in League 2?
Fuchs.
Christian Fuchs is the correct answer, Watto.
That's
that 3-3?
incredible.
It's 3-3.
Tiebreaker.
Did you know that?
3-3.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
I had to really wrap my head around it. I wouldn't have got it.
Tiebreaker.
Very
Christian
good.
Fox. Come on. Oh, yeah. Shit.
I've got an idea.
What is your
Have
idea?
you, what's your quick tiebreaker?
Well, my tiebreaker question was the UAE question, so...
I'd have got that.
How can that be the tiebreaker?
Because I had the bonus question. That was the bonus question, which was the tiebreaker question.
So we haven't got a
Christian
question.
Benteke one, because we replaced it as that one. So what was your idea, Tom?
I forgot.
You've got the idea.
I
Have
just
you,
had
got
it and I
have you
forgot.
not got a question then?
I haven't got a question, so we can do the original tiebreaker, which you normally do with the 2 clubs.
I hate
But you haven't got
this.
Tom in this time, so don't
What?
worry
Nobody
about
likes
it.
it.
What about the one what you don't like, but we do a country and a club?
Oh,
So-
that's good.
Yeah.
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 I like that.
So me and Luke, me and Jamie, so after 3, on 3, you say a club,
Yeah.
I say a country.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
And is it a player we're answering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to find one player.
One that's played for both.
We ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
UAE.
Chelsea.
Joking.
Fucking hell.
Right, joke. Right, let's do it again.
Right, switch it up.
I don't know no players from UAE.
No. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Italy.
Manchester United. Italy's hard.
Taibi.
Taibi?
Massimo Taibi.
It's got to be,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Hold on. I don't think he played for Italy.
No, but he's Italian.
Italian?
No, he has to have played
No,
for both.
no, no.
That is
You've got to
Jesus.
play.
You just said you've
no.
got to have played for both.
Go on, Tomo. VAR.
Oh, come on, man.
He hasn't.
He hasn't played for Italy?
Right, next one.
Giuseppe Rossi.
No.
All the way there.
Well, we've got to go to a different question,
We've got to go a
anyway.
different question because you had thinking time.
What do you mean?
had
You had all that
thinking
thinking
You had
time.
thinking
If he's going to jump in
No,
quick,
we're
then
going
that's
to
the way
go. We're
to
going
go.
again. We're going again.
We're going again?
I
Yeah.
can't believe this.
No, come on.
Go
Man
again.
United haven't got many Italian players. You know.
Yeah.
No.
There's not been many Italian Premier
Is
League winners.
Gallo, is he Italian.
Oh,
Theo
yeah,
Darmian's
that's a good one, yeah.
I can't believe I don't win
Makeda?
for that.
Was he?
No chance.
No.
Makeda, yeah.
Don't know if he played.
He only sgored after a Cruyff turn.
Right, we're doing again.
Yeah, ready?
I'm
Yeah.
just getting punished here.
No, you're not. You're lucky to be in it.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Have I? I've won then.
No.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Denmark.
Tottenham.
Ericsson.
I'm going to batter you.
Yes! It weren't even close, Tom, was it? It weren't even close.
No, I said Cristian first. I started Cristian first.
no.
This is bullshit, right?
It weren't even close.
I need clarification.
Weren't even. It weren't even. Careful, they're expensive. Careful, they're expensive. It weren't even close.
Brilliant officiating.
What a quiz.
Brilliant officiating.
What a quiz.
I need clarification, yeah? So if he says first and I say cri first, who gets it?
I actually think you might have a point.
Yeah? That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
but he's not having a
so
point,
my
Tom.
answer started before his
No,
answer
but you've
started.
refereed it. What's the referee saying?
So my answer started, though, before his answer.
Do you know another Ericsson?
Watto said it first.
I'm not. Well,
No,
no,
it
who
doesn't matter.
started
It
their
doesn't
answer
matter.
first?
My answer started first.
started
the whole
first?
point is my answer started first.
Tom, you've got to let it go. What's the referee's decision?
This was meant to be a short show today.
My answer started
See you later.
first, son.
That was the
But I'm
football
giving it to
villain.
Watto.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
See you again next
You
week.
can't just decide to give it to Watson because you're...
I want it easy, Luke. Come on.
I'm scared of
The fight back's on,
I
Tom.
say.
What a shambles of
You
a quiz.
didn't even deserve to be in it.
What a shambles of a quiz.
Worst quiz I've ever
Hey,
seen.
you've
The
had
best quiz I've ever seen.
You've had
If
2
you won,
points for
if you
UAE.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Well refereed, Jake.
Well done,
Well
Watto.
refereed.
Taking you
I
to
need
5
to know,
points.
right? Everybody get in the comments down below. If my answer started before Watto's answer
No, it never.
started...
If it started before, you should get that.
I
But he never.
Because you just said first
He
name.
said
Yes.
Eric.
Yeah.
And my answer,
If-
my answer
But
did start
it's-
first.
yeah.
Tom, the if, it's like the lines on VAR.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
how long's his if line?
5 centimetres,
If my
10
auntie had a
centimetres.
cock,
10
she'd be my
centimetres.
uncle.
10 centimetres.
10 centimetres.
It's
There we
an
go.
overriding victory for the underdog.
Fine.
Bardsley's
Well done.
number one.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't mind losing to you, Watto. I don't mind. Well done, mate. Well done.
At least we beat Tom, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well done.
on,
Well
guys.
done, Jamie. Enjoyed that.
You
Cheers,
didn't
lads.
beat me.
Cheers,
Jamie
lads.
beat me this week.
Yeah.
You beat yourself, all right? You beat yourself by answering Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Dubai. Right, well done, everybody. We'll see you next week, all right? All the
See
best.
you later.